Hello everybody and welcome to our check-in. Today's video topic is going to be following your dreams, basically, or kind of finding out really what you're made of. Excuse me. So this past weekend, my daughters and I watched the video Abominable, which is pretty good. It's on, I think it's on Hulu, but we had rented the DVD. And, excuse me, so the video is this girl and her friends are trying to take the Yeti back to Mount Everest. And there's a song in the movie that's near the end. It's called Dreams. So I want to read just a couple of the lyrics and I'll kind of add it to another movie and then I'll kind of get to the point basically. So it says, "The dreams that we keep, they keep us going. When the trials that we meet steal our hopes, lift your eyes and you'll see life's just a journey, a path if you seek, it will find you. Here, sometimes this world can feel like a battle, when the light of a victory seems slow, but we will overcome the storms and the shadows, cause each of us stronger than we know." And this idea is, you know, this particular girl in the movie, she's saving up money because she wants to do this amazing adventure. And then obviously with the movie, she's experiencing it, but not even realizing. And the idea here is that if you have a dream, you know, you want to follow it. You want to make that dream become a reality and think about what is it that you're striving for? You know, it doesn't have to be just academic, but the idea is what is it that you want out of life, right? And if it's happiness, then what are you doing to ensure that you are happy? Are you looking at the bright side of things? Are you trying to be more positive? Are you talking to more people at home? Are you doing things to be more open-minded? Those are all some of the things that are beneficial. And it made me think of a song of a movie that my daughters used to like, Moana, which is fairly new, I guess. And the song is basically, "I am Moana." That's what she sings near the end of the movie. And here is something, the lyrics that I thought kind of play into this. It says, "Sometimes the world seems against you. The journey may leave a scar, but scars can heal and reveal just where you are. The people you love will change you." And I think that's kind of important to think about this next couple of lines. "The people you love will change you. The things you have learned will guide you. And nothing on earth can silence the quiet voice still inside you. And when that voice starts to whisper, 'Moana, you've come so far. Moana, listen. Do you know who you are?' And she responds with, 'Who am I?'" And I think that's really my lesson that I want you to kind of get from today is, you know, having dreams are important. Thinking about what you want to do in life is important. But taking the time to think about the people around you that have made you who you are, right? Have given you those little small things. I mean, sometimes you'll come across people that are terrible people. And I'm not talking about your family. I'm just like people, just terrible people. However, they change you in ways that maybe, hey, I don't want to be that way. You know, look how they're talking to that, maybe that waitress or that waiter. You know, I'm going to be extra nice to the waiters and waitress because I don't like how they're being treated. Um, you know, I see a lot of people, you know, on the news, and you'll see, you know, they are giving a hard time because they're telling people to wear a mask, right? So people are like attacking them and throwing coffee on them, doing all these horrible things. And that has made a lot of people act overly nice to people who are working, because we need to appreciate the fact that all those people working in grocery stores or working at the gas stations or working in restaurants, you know, they're doing all us a favor. I mean, I know they're doing it because they want to, you know, make money because they need to pay their bills, but the reality is they're doing something for us. So in turn, we should be really nice to them. But I want you to think about, like, you're going to come across teachers and family members and friends and acquaintances, and you want to think about, you know, everybody's going to make you better in some way, okay? It could be they give you some really good advice. They're leading by example, you know, because we always want to try to lead by example, you know, to do the right thing. So when you come across people, obviously we want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but know that people, if they're trying to teach you things, you know, learn from people. Okay, and I know sometimes, you know, kids get a lot of pressure, right? And I'm not saying if you're watching this, you're one of these people, but kids get a lot of pressure to get A's, or kids get a lot of pressure to be the best athlete or be whatever these things. but you need to make sure you follow your own dreams, right? And typically your family will be there to help guide you and help you. But it really comes down to, who are you really? You know, do you want to live on this earth as somebody who is kind and caring and compassionate? You know, are you going to live on this earth to make people's life miserable? Okay, and I'm hoping that's not your response. The goal is to be as nice as we can to the people around us, because we just don't know, you know, the impact that your kindness will have on people. Like, I think, you know, here's like basically an example. When your friend just out of the blue texts you, okay, because I'm assuming many of you probably have phones, and if you're a parent here, you know this. You have a friend that texts you out of the blue and just says, "Hey, I just want to see how you're doing." Okay, it just kind of picks up your spirit a little bit. And those are the little things that we can do to make people's lives around us better. But on the flip side, okay, I want you to think about, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, and you want to make that dream a reality, the one thing that I ask is, do not step on people to make that dream a reality. Okay, if you want more friends, you don't get more friends by putting other people down so you seem like a cool person, right? If you are somebody who wants to get A's, okay, you don't cheat off of people, right? You want to work hard and you want to have pride in yourself. Because when you look in the mirror, it really comes down to, are you happy with what you see? Now, when I was watching this movie, you know, the Abominable movie, which I did enjoy, it was interesting to see, you know, people who were different ages that kind of came together, and one of the main people in the movie, I'm not going to tell you too much, kind of learned a lesson, you know, kind of like a moral lesson. And I think that a lot of these movies try to subtly give you, you know, these moral lessons, and that's kind of like what these videos are, to try to give you some type of a moral lesson. But on the flip side, you know, make sure you take time to have a good time, to have fun. Because if you're passionate about a dream, but you spend so much time focusing on that dream that you're not enjoying life, okay, that's not a dream worth pursuing. Okay, you should learn how to balance wanting to achieve something but still having a life. Now, that could be, you know, if you want to get good grades, obviously study and work hard, but that doesn't mean don't hang out with friends. It doesn't mean don't spend time with your family. You know, if you want to be maybe a baseball player, or make the school team or whatever it is, or, you know, make a traveling team, you know, yes, practice. But that doesn't mean you ignore friends who don't play that sport just because you want to put all your attention into playing. You need to learn to balance, and that's with everything. Because if you don't learn to balance your desires, meaning like your hard work, achieving your goals, and your personal life, having relationships and friendships with family and friends, that's no way to live, right? You know, and that's coming from somebody who's put a lot of time into my teaching, and sometimes at the expense of my family. And I've learned basically that's not the way to do it. Because if you don't take time for your friends and family, life will just zip right by, and all of a sudden you realize there's no more time. Time is that one thing you really want to hold on to and not take for granted. Okay? So that's why I think when I talked about our video yesterday, is I want to get their yard fixed and everything to look nice, because I want to be able to spend time with my family outside and my friends when things get back to normal, which is hopeful. So I guess my last piece of advice for you for today is always follow your dreams, okay? Dreams aren't going to happen. I mean, the results aren't going to happen without hard work. Put in that hard work, but like I said, don't put it at the expense of your family and friends, okay? Because I have found that as I get older, as you can see, the gray is getting a little bit thicker here, that it's your friends and family are really the things that you should value in life, okay? Because they're the people that are there for you through thick and thin. When you're upset, they're there. When you're happy, they're there. Just like, you know, I told my students, when they're happy, I'm happy. When they're sad, I'm sad, because I feel, you know, for them. I find myself to be a very empathetic person, sometimes at a fault, because I need to learn even to prioritize my own emotions, because I feel when somebody's upset, I just want to help them. And sometimes that can be tough. But here's what I would say is my final piece. You know, I know many of you are obviously very young. You're 6, maybe going into 7th grade. And this year is going to be something like you've never seen, right? Necessarily, you're starting the year, it's a little bit, no one knows really what's going on. This is the time that you lean on your family and friends, right? This is the time that you say, okay, who's going to help me go to school? Who's going to help me if I have to learn virtually? Who's going to help me keep my mental state in a positive way? Okay, so if I've had you in the past and you need to like reach out, please do that. But I think now more than ever, we need to be as open and honest with our family members, just so we can understand that if you're upset, it's okay. Like I said, if you're anxious, it's okay. If you're happy, great. Okay, your emotions are valid, and they matter. Okay, so I'm gonna leave on this one is just to tell you, follow your dreams, work hard, make the life the best that you can make it. And when you guys are happy, now happy doesn't mean you have to be rich, and happy doesn't have to mean a lot of things. Happy sometimes is just being around people who care about you. So just remember, as you're going for your dreams and as you're moving on in your life, the things that matter are your friends and your family, okay? Those are the people that should matter in your life, and don't ever throw them aside in order to achieve your goal. So that's my message for today. Tomorrow I'll try to be more, not so depressing. But then every time I look in the mirror and I see this gray just getting more and more, it must be my sentimental oldness getting in the way. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. And a little movie tip before you go. So my wife and kids and I, we watched the Dora the Explorer movie. Now, if you ever watched Dora as a kid, or your parents or any relatives that watched it, the movie was solid. It was good. I think it's worth a watch. It's silly, and there's nothing that brings back that nostalgic feeling like Swiper, no swiping. So don't let anybody swipe your dreams, okay? Have a great day, everybody. Peace out.